Epilogue. Clean work, dirty city. The cigarette burns down to the filter. The neon flickers through the blinds. I wish Candy was here. The city keeps twitching and I'm still breathing. Neon veins pulse through the rain-slick streets, feeding life into the dying carcass of the city. You can taste the chrome in the air, the oil, the recycled breath of too many bodies. Every surface glows in shades of lust and decay. Somewhere in that static hum of rain, neon, and sin, I'm standing under a flickering sign that says open, even though the shop has been closed since before I was born. Forlorn Hope burned 3 days ago. I can still smell the charred synthwood and spilled bourbon in my hair. That place now just another black mark on my map, another ghost squatting in my skull. 500 eddies left in my pocket. That's not living money. That's dying slowly money. So I ping Twinkle 2 stars. TTS, my fixer. A giant with an absolutely keen mind, fooling people with his tattoos and bright hair. But he's good at keeping his chumbas working, and he knows I don't say no to dirty jobs, especially if the target deserves it. The rain's easing off when his call comes through my agent. Got 2 gigs, he says. First one's a rapist who likes his fun too young and unwilling. Second one's a ripper doc with too many corpses in his trash. I don't need to hear more. The first bastard's getting personal attention. The bar, called The Dive, which is about the only honest name in Night City. Red lighting, synthwave bleeding from busted speakers, the air thick with synth pheromones and cheap perfume. A ganger in a cracked leather jacket leans against the counter, showing off his new subdermal ink. The target. He's already half drunk, talking too loud, bragging about some poor girl he hurt. My blood hums cold. I slide into his circle like smoke, short skirt, chrome heels, a little too much skin. Street candy. He bites instantly, eyes crawling over me like greasy hands. Hey doll, he slurs. You lost. Maybe, I say, voice soft as static. Maybe I just found what I was looking for. The others laugh and hoot. He grins, showing gold-capped teeth. They think I'm prey. They always do. It takes 10 minutes of flirting, 2 shots of synth whiskey, and 1 lazy smile before he suggests the bathroom. The stall's disgusting, cracked tiles, piss on the floor, light flickering like it's nervous. Perfect. He turns to lock the door. I'm already kneeling while licking my lips seductively. He thinks he's won. He doesn't even see me slip slice out, a whisper of monowire hidden in my wrist. The hum is so faint only I can hear it, like the city purring for me alone. When he grabs my hair, I grab him. Slice flashes once, clean and silent. Blood hits my cheek warm and thick, like rain that's gone wrong. He doesn't scream, not really. More of a wet gasp as his prized manhood drops out from under him. I jump up and press my other hand over his mouth, lean close to his ear. You don't get to hurt anyone else, I whisper. He falls, clutching what's left of his manhood, a bloody, sizzling mess. I wipe the blood off with the back of my hand and look down. No satisfaction, just silence. Dice slips from the other wrist, a second wire. Finer and gentler, I wrap it around his throat. Tighten, twist, end. By the time he stops moving, I'm already thinking about the cleanup. The hardest part of killing isn't the killing, it's staying clean. Half an hour later, I'm outside again. Rain coming down harder. I walk fast, hood up, avoiding every camera I can see. The street's alive, gangs, dealers, half-broken corpos in plastic suits. No one notices me. They never do. Twinkle 2 stars, said the Rippers in Haywood. Works out of a backroom clinic. Overcharges the desperate. Experiments on the ones who can't pay. I've seen that story too many times. Rippers with too much power and too little conscience. This time, I'm the ghost they won't see coming. I wait until night again, real night, when the rain has turned to mist and the neons burned the edges off the darkness. My jacket smells like smoke and adrenaline. The knife scars on my hands itch like they're hungry. I reach Haywood by foot, sticking to the alleys. The clinic's just a warehouse with a glowing sign that says body mods, no questions. Cheap metal door, 1 camera. I loop the feed with a soft ping from my wristwear, just like Neo told me. Easy. Inside, it smells of antiseptic and rot. Surgical tables stained with things that don't come out, old tools humming faintly from residual charge. A small holoed plays in the corner, a smiling woman promising safe, affordable implants. Lies, all of it. The Ripper's older than I expected. Gray hair, chrome hands, tired eyes. He looks up when I step in. "What's your problem?" he asks. "Karanzikov glitch," I say. "Twitches when I move. Can you fix it?" He nods, waves me toward the table. 2,000 eddies. I smile, hand him 1,000 in cred chips. Half now, half when it works. He smirks, "Get undressed." Of course. I move slowly, deliberate, making sure his eyes stay locked on me. The city and my youth taught me long ago, power is in control, even when you're naked. Especially when you're naked. He orders me to lay down on a table and I oblige, making sure to keep my movement as alluring as I can. He touches my shoulder, pretending to check the implant. His hand slides lower, reaching for my ass. That's his last mistake. I roll sideways fast. The Karanzikov kicks in, time stretching, the world becoming syrup. Slice hums awake in my wrist. The wire cuts through the air and through his hand. The scream echoes off metal. I move before he can reach for a weapon. Dice flashes once, straight across his throat. But I'm not alone. The door bursts open. A woman, lab coat, injector, and wild eyes. She yells something, maybe a name, maybe a curse, and charges. I duck, the injector missing by an inch. The needle hisses as it hits the wall. We circle. She's shaking, scared, but she's got fight. She pulls a gun from beneath her coat. I feint left, grab her wrist, twist. The gun clatters. I bring my knee up, catch her in the gut. She staggers. One more flick of dice, just enough to open the skin. A red smile blooms across her throat. She drops, eyes wide. I stand still for a second, breathing hard. Grab her gun and put 2 bullets in the Ripper's head, turning it into a bloody mess. The only sound left is the faint whine of broken machinery and my pulse pounding in my ears. Another night, another job. I clean what I can, wipe down the surfaces, place the gun in the dead woman's hand. A staged fight, nothing more. Then I dress myself and walk out, pulling my hood up against the rain. The city swallows me whole again. Back in my apartment, if you can call it that, I strip in the dark. The lights stay off because I don't like seeing the blood on my skin until I'm ready. Hot water hisses from the cracked shower head. The scent of iron swirls up like incense. I close my eyes, let it wash over me. The noise of the city seeps through the walls. Music, sirens, shouting, laughter that sounds like it's dying halfway out. Somewhere in there, someone's making love, someone's making money, and someone's making a deal with the devil. I stand there until the water runs cold. Then I dry off, grab the bottle of whiskey from the counter, take a long swallow. It burns, but I like the pain. Keeps me human. I check the mirror. The girl staring back isn't the one from years ago. She's older now, sharper around the edges, eyes like glass shards. The red streak in her hair is fatting, but I kind of like that. It looks like dried blood. I think of Twinkle Two Stars, probably sitting in some high-end bar with a dozen people laughing at his jokes. He'll call soon. He always does when there's more work. And Candy. That name slips into my mind before I can stop it. Sweet, soft, dangerous in her own way. I don't even know why I'm thinking of her tonight. Maybe it's the emptiness that comes after the violence. The part where I need something warm to fill the cold. I light a cigarette, watch the smoke twist in the pale blue glow from the city outside. Clean work, I murmur to no one. Dirty city. The cigarette burns down to the filter. The neon flickers through the blinds. I wish Candy was here, and the city keeps twitching. I fall asleep with slice and dice retracted into my arms, and the rain still whispering against the glass, like a promise or a threat. I wake up the next day feeling the emptiness from last night. I don't want to bother Candy, she's got a show coming, so I'm doing maintenance today. Disassemble the guns, clean them, put them back together. Just another routine, work that needs to be done. I take few shots of whiskey and decide that I'm going to hit the town. I know what I want, sex. I take a long shower, Let the water from damned, broken showerhead to wash over me positive that I can feel every single drop. I get out and slowly dry myself thinking about what to wear. I'll go easy tonight. It always starts with the makeup, not the glittery type I used when I was still dancing, but something more sophisticated. Short dress shows my legs, and just enough cleavage to hint at what I'm after. Glen, some nightclub with a name I don't even care to remember. Couple of shots of whiskey. Off to the dance floor, I focus on the rhythm and let my body go. While dancing, I scan the nightclub for my prize and see this beautiful woman sitting at the bar. I walk to her. Then the same age-old ritual starts. Pleasant conversation while looking her straight into her eyes and a light touch, just enough to give promise. Dancing. I push my body against hers, take her hands in mine and guide them to my hips. Encourage her to start exploring my body. A misstep, deliberate, and I stumble smoothly towards her and kiss her. Next morning, I open my eyes and stare at the ceiling. Her place. Suits me fine. I turn to look at her. She looks good laying next to me naked. I don't even recall her name, not like it matters anyway. Fuck, I think to myself. Why the fuck that woman is not Candy? And then I remember. I think I truly love her and wish that I could say that to her, but I know that I won't. She's too important to me to lose her because of my one-sided love.